Hello, everybody. Can you believe it? You survived to another Friday. Is it Friday already? Yep, I just checked. So it's time to Star Trek and chill. We're going to have so much fun together. We're going to Star Trek. We're going to chill. We're going to kick off our shoes if you haven't already. Not you, Jenny in Nova Scotia. Uh, we know about your shoes.
Getting
So there's a
warmer.
lot to talk about. We got do they call it a Peabody or Peabody? It's a Peabody Award, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
But Star
Yeah.
Trek wins a Peabody Award. I know people in Massachusetts, there's a town called Peabody, but they call it Peabody for some reason, but it's not that. We got all kinds of stuff to talk about Star Trek related. But before we get into that, right now, let's please introduce somebody that's getting second thoughts based on what I just said. It is Star Trek composer. She's a composer for Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Maybe you've heard of it, and Star Trek Prodigy. It is Nami MELUMAD. Hello, Nami. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Hi, thank you for the invite.
So everybody in the live chat, if you have something nice to say to Nami, please feel free to say it, and we will relay it to her. Especially.
I will also accept nasty stuff.
Oh, good.
Those are the fun ones.
Star, go
See
ahead.
how.
You're all set. No, okay, let's introduce everybody. Of course, Melissa Longo is here wearing her favorite shirt.
Yay, Bozeman.
You can get that Bozeman Phoenix's shirt in any style, shape, or color, as well as my cool Prune Juice and Chill shirt.
Nice.
And Jenny R. Johnson Stemble and Chill shirt at the Star Trek and Chill online store in the description box below. Please feel free to do that anytime. What's up, Jenny R. Johnson?
Everything is up. It's Friday. Everything's awesome. Is it too much? Am I starting too hot?
No.
Wow, it's intense.
It's a very intense Friday. I'm feeling
It
this
is.
too.
Right?
It
Yeah.
is. It's like
Yeah.
if we were recording out of a wigwam, people be like, "You're intense."
Ooh, nice.
Ah,
Nice.
Wigwams are cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
voice
they are.
was 3-time Emmy nominee, 1-time Emmy winner, meteorologist Katie Nicolau.
Hello. How's it going?
Everything's great, apparently. And OG podcaster Charlene Schmidt.
Yo, how's it going? Yeah, apparently Ryan is the only one who's chill tonight. Well, maybe Nami, you're all right, but the rest of us, we're just keyed up. What's going on?
This is nuts. I don't know, I'm kind of excited, but also kind of worried. I'm like, boy, this is scary. It's intimidating.
He doesn't know what we're going to do.
No.
That would make me nervous too, Ryan.
That's okay on Star Trek and Chill. My name's Ryan T. Husk, everybody. I'm chill, apparently. Let's say hi to everybody in the live chat. Glenn Iverson, Kyle Gray Young, what's up? Bob D. Steve Case, hey, we just saw you. Chuck A, we just saw you too. May Borello, Dave Gregory, what's up to everybody? Joshua Reeve, Faith Howell. Uh-oh, she's going to say nice stuff because she's super nice. She says, Nami, thank you for being here and for all the beautiful work you do. It wouldn't be the same without you.
Oh, thank you.
Agreed.
Linda Anderegg says, hi from the mountains of Jamaica. What?
What?
Wait.
What?
They're mountains.
Hi, Pat B from the mountains of Jamaica.
Yeah, I'm trying to check. Is that where Pat B is? I don't see.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Dual
Pat B
way
from the
mission.
mountains of Jamaica. Oh, you're right. There it is. Hi to Kathy D. So many random fandoms. Hey, wait a minute. Someone's double dipping. That's you,
Whoa.
I just wanted to say hi again.
Katie. KL Bliss, what's up? Who is at all the conventions selling her awesome Bliss pillows?
Yeah.
Lucia Raz out in Brazil. What's up to you?
Ooh.
All right.
There's
Let's
also
have
someone
some
else in the chat who is of note. Aaron Waltke says he wore his
Hey.
shirts to your meeting this morning.
Hey.
Hey.
Love you.
Aaron Waltke. You see, Nami, Aaron Waltke, he's a writer on a show.
You might have heard of it.
No,
So
I
Aaron,
never heard of Aaron. He's yeah, he just follows me everywhere. So.
Mhm.
what a cool
Or I
guy
follow
though.
him actually. No, yeah, Aaron is amazing. Like he's also like the authority on Star Trek. Literally every little detail he made sure that our show is, you know, as accurate as it could be, and he's just immensely talented. And he wrote one of my favorite episodes of all time of Star Trek. So I'm very
Ooh,
Was
grateful.
it
do tell.
episode 6 or the Enterpriseians?
The Enterpriseians.
Yes!
All the world the stage.
I do love
Yeah.
Steve
Yeah,
That's my
nice.
favorite too.
Yeah, so yeah.
He is
Hi,
kind of the
Aaron.
authority on everything. He's kind of like our Shar, the
Mhm.
person that goes, actually,
Yeah.
in
Wait a
episode,
minute. Don't do that.
you could if you wanted
I don't
to,
know
though.
crap half the time. I'm like, oh yeah, maybe. Aaron actually knows his shit. That's why he works on
Oh,
the
man.
show.
Ah.
Oh, yeah. I have no idea.
Yeah, so Aaron used to pop in our live chat almost all the time, and then he didn't for a little while. So we're all thinking, is he writing season 3? What's going on?
Oh,
Where-
if only, if
where's Aaron?
only.
Where if he's not here, he must be writing Star Trek. There's no other explanation.
Yeah.
He couldn't possibly be doing anything else.
Yeah, like having dinner.
Spending time with his
Or-
kid,
or a baby,
working on
yeah,
other
yeah.
things.
Although Aaron did recently announce that he has a film that's going to be in the LA Latino Festival, film festival.
Yes.
Whoa.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Neat.
When is
Yeah.
that? We need
What's
details.
this one called? Oh,
Oh,
It's-
golly.
Wait, I know I have this right here, and I will.
While you're looking that up, Nami,
Yeah.
let's talk about you for a moment, if that's okay. First thing I wanted to ask you is, what was your first instrument and why?
Ooh. And why?
Yeah, were you forced or were you like, I just
No,
got to
I
play
wanted
piano
to.
and violin and flute?
My violin skills are very limited. I should announce. No, I wanted to play because I have an older sister and she played, and I wanted to
Oh.
do everything that she does because that's how I looked up to her. So she liked the
Aw.
Backstreet Boys, and I love the Backstreet Boys too. And she went to Girl Scouts, and I went to Girl Scouts, and she played piano, and I had to play piano. So that's how it started. But I took it a little further. And they started this little school orchestra at our school, and then I played the oboe, and I wanted to be in the orchestra because there was a boy I was into. So I
Nice.
really went into music for, social reasons, I guess.
Mhm.
Because he was playing the euphonium, and yeah, we got closer that way, and so my plan eventually worked, but it took a while.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
how it started, music for the wrong reasons.
But it worked. So was it that wrong?
Yeah, it wasn't that long, but I played the oboe, so oboes have like this kind of, they have reeds, and it's very easy to break those reeds. And I would break that all the time, and my mom got a little upset because it was about $30 per reed. Plus the instrument, like to hire the instrument, and then the lessons, and then she was like, why don't you take an instrument that doesn't break? So
Is there such a thing?
But
Hey.
at all.
Lovely.
So yeah, but also, I mean, if you ask her, she'll say that oboe you play like this, and she was like, you are like this, like that's how you play the flute. So so and I liked it. I mean, it's a great instrument. I've been playing it ever since, and I've been playing in orchestras and stuff, and it's really fun. So I approve of the flute.
That's awesome.
Mm.
How many
Nice.
instruments do you actually play?
Just wondering that.
Well, I can play those 3 instruments. I can play clarinet too. I wouldn't go on stage with it, but I can play it. Guitar, ukulele, again, instruments that I can play and understand, but I will probably not perform on Strange New Worlds with
At
it.
home versus performance.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's yeah, I would go with the flute or a piano. Yeah, that's for sure.
So how did that lead into composing for films and television and awesome Star Trek?
Yeah, so I as a kid I watched so many films. Like I was really into film, and I love the music in particular. So at the time it was like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings and Pirates of the Caribbean. So it was a really nice you know, score to grow into. And yeah, and I became a little obsessed with film music. There was a certain Dutch film that I got the soundtrack album. This was like CD when at the time where CD were a thing, and I looked for it in a shop, like every shop in the Netherlands at that summer to find that album. And when I found it, I would play it like all day, every day. And I would play the music on the piano. So that's kind of how it started. I was like, oh, wait, so I can play it. If I can play it on piano, maybe I could write it as well, because it's, hey, there's a melody, there's chords. Maybe it's doable. Like, you know, if you strip out all the orchestra or all the jazz stuff, this was half orchestra and some jazz cues. And I figured, hey, this is doable. Like maybe I can do this. And I started writing my own stuff. I was like, well, if they did a fourth Lord of the Rings, what would I write for it? And then I started doing like you know, imaginary.
Wait, so it's like fanfics but for music. That's so cool.
It was yeah. I recently
That's
started
awesome.
a D&D quest like for the first time ever. Like
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
And I figured like this was kind of what I did back then, but with music. Like it was like really inventing the story and where would it
Yeah.
go? And sometimes it was prompted by like existing media, but a lot of times it was just like, here's a story that I you know I create, and this is what I write for it. So a lot of these older pieces I hope to go back to at some point, but this is how it started. So
You guys, we have got to hit the pause button because I forgot
fantastic.
something very important.
Ooh.
And I know everybody here's thinking it. We forgot to talk about what we're drinking here because we got so
Wondering.
excited to talk
We
about
forgot to do the
Nami.
show.
And Nami's like,
Yeah.
I got my drinks here. I was told we were going to say something about it.
Do the thing.
Let's start.
So we'll start with you, Nami. What are you drinking today?
I am prepared with my Stella.
Yum.
And with this guy.
Ooh,
That's a
Oh,
Voodoo
Ranger
Tried it.
experimental IPA.
Voodoo Ranger experimental IPA. So
nice.
currently. So
Do you guys remember when Elaine on Seinfeld was going, Stella?
Yes, yes, I do.
I can't see a Stella without thinking of that.
I always scream Stella too. Stella.
Everybody in the live chat, please let us know what you are drinking today. And what about you, Melissa Longo?
Oh, I am drinking cranberry clementine sparkling water from
Ooh.
Trader Jose's.
Beautiful.
Trader Jose.
It's so refreshing and nice and warm. And I'm a little bit sunburnt, so it feels good on my nose.
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Wait a minute. We gotta skip over to Shar. I think Shar might have something special for us. Am I wrong on this?
No, you got it. That's why I was just like, I warned Ryan, I might be a few minutes late. I got to grab some things.
Yes.
Ooh.
On the socials, somebody by the name of The Scorch made a recipe for the 7 of Limes mentioned this week in Star Trek Discovery. And I said, I have to try that. Of course, I want to know what this recipe is. So first things first, I'll put that tweet in the chat so folks can see what the ingredients are. And I'm going to make a modified version, if that's okay. Because I went to Total Wine, got myself little bottles of triple sec and gin and whiskey, things I don't normally drink. And did they have a real lime so I could zest it and use real lime juice? No, of course they didn't. Get your act together, Total Wine. So yes, I'm calling them out on the internet. So I'm going to put together this recipe and see what I think.
Nice.
So I have aviation gin. I'm going to do a scaled down version down to a third because this calls for 3 ounces of gin. I've got 1. So that's how this is going to go down.
Yeah.
So we're going to pour that in.
This is fun.
One of those
amazing.
Exciting.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I wish. Okay, I wonder. How
We're
I can
Star Trekking.
We
We're
are.
chilling, all right.
Orange.
We're gonna do like a third of the triple sec. Okay. Okay, close enough. We're being
Lovely.
really scientific and accurate about this. And same for
It's Star
the
Trek.
Seagram 7 whiskey. That was very specific in the recipe. I had to make sure I
Quite
got
funny,
that
yeah.
one specifically. I have no idea what it is. Never had it. I don't even particularly like whiskey. 'Cause
Seagram's
it's
is pretty
potent.
cheap.
Is it? I mean, the gin was more expensive for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're doing, let me look at the recipe here real quick. How much lime? 1 ounce of lime juice. Okay. So we'll just do, we're doing the eyeball method.
Rub a lime
Okay.
wedge.
A
Jeez.
teaspoon of sugar. Oh, I forgot to rim the glass. Well, fuck, that's too late.
Just pop a little in your mouth before you drink, just kind of like,
Honestly, a
Stick
little
it on
bit
your
of
lips.
sugar in the drink, that's going to be enough for me anyway. And then top it off with, instead of lemon lime soda, because I don't have any, we're going to go with the good old ginger ale, which you know I always have on tap. And we're going to stir, not shake it, because I do not have a
Nice.
cocktail mixer. If anybody wants
Fair.
to buy me one, that'd be great. And let's see how it is.
Nice.
That's very nice.
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 Yeah, if you had like the proper, chilled cocktail shaker and everything, this would be really refreshing right now. But
got, like,
yeah, whoever
4.
came up with that, well done. It's very good.
I've
That's
got like
awesome.
4 of the
Fun.
lower
Was it the
decks
Scorch?
shakers.
Sorry.
Not
no,
the
go ahead.
scorch.
The Scorch.
Yeah. Was
I'm
At
sorry,
the
yeah, the
Scorch
user's the Scorch.
1701.
it? Yeah.
At the Scorch.
The Scorch is my
1701.
buddy.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
And the Scorch and Sarah together are Bev's Borders.
Oh, that's our buddies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
But the Scorch hides behind
Oh,
the mask
man.
of the
Life
Scorch.
is so weird.
Yes, Dave
Huh.
Gregory, I am the Chartender
Chartender.
today.
That's
You're very
awesome.
inaccurate. Whatever goes in the glass goes in the glass kind of bartender. That's what I
Good.
do.
Oh gosh.
So basically, Husk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
good,
pretty much.
guys. So beat that, Jenny. What are you drinking?
Well,
Wow.
once again, it's orange, it's refreshing, and it is a non-alcoholic bitter spritzer, so it's like an Aperol spritz, only without the extra kick. But it's
Yum.
delicious. Oh, look at it, it's so pretty.
It's so pretty. The color is so pretty.
It
Full glass,
is.
too.
Mhm. Yeah, didn't feel like a wine day, didn't feel like a beer day, just
Mm.
Yeah.
somewhere in between.
Katie, you look like the kind of gal that's in the mood for some water. What do you think?
Joke's on you. I got some milk. Ha!
Oh, way to switch it up.
Beat that.
That's incredible.
The one time.
Because the whole reason is because I found these space stunk Oreos.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
And-
seen them.
I don't
Oh,
know if you guys have had them or not. They're like the most artificially colored pink and blue.
I can't bring myself to do it.
Well, it
Wow.
has pop rocks in it. So
yeah,
when you
that's
eat
why.
it burns all the way down. It's like simulating alcohol, I imagine.
Wow.
Good.
Well, the center kind of looks like Murph.
It does.
Yes.
You're right.
Yes, a little bit.
Journey to the
Love
center
it.
of the Murph.
Staying on brand. So does it taste like space and nebulae and stuff?
Oh my gosh.
It's like a regular Oreo, but with more chemicals, I imagine.
Mm.
It looks like it's
Pop
being
rocks.
violent to her right now.
Yeah.
It
Like
is.
Full
it's
of pop rocks.
harming
It's
her.
full of all the
It's
pop
full
rocks
of
and like
stars.
no one just like swallows a mouthful of Pop Rocks when they're eating it plain, but you swallow with your Oreos, and now
No.
it's just like everything's painful.
Ugh.
Well, guys,
Okay.
I just went with a lemon lime Waterloo today. I'm kind of just chilling. Like, I didn't do anything. I had some white cheddar crackers and a protein
Nice.
shake right before. So that's
Yeah.
Those
kind
are
of
the most
creative,
basic
right?
you can get.
But who else sings ABBA when they hear Waterloo?
Me too.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Every time.
I've been singing it the whole time in my head.
Waterloo Sunset.
And everybody at home, let us know what you're drinking. Shar really raised the bar. Dude, Katie raised the bar for herself this time. So
I know.
I'm being tortured right now.
I
Anyway.
really like this.
can hear it. I mean, what color is that? Like a Odo, like beige?
Well, it's like the lime.
Yeah,
and
it's
It
juicy.
kind of
does look like
beigey.
Odo.
Yes.
Like,
Oh my God, are you
Honestly, you're supposed to garnish with limes and stuff. So I imagine like more of a green. It is green.
yeah, like, put it in the bucket to have serve it as a shot.
Odo's
fantastic.
bucket.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
So Shar
Okay.
made these Odo. Katie made these Odo buckets
to get
for
the
all of
dust
us.
out.
Ryan, I've got a French joke.
So cute.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
No, you are not doing it.
Yes,
Oh
I
my
am.
God.
Nice.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Anyway,
Oh, she did.
I got some
I
French
just
jokes
ate
too,
Odo.
but I don't think they're appropriate. We got to go back to they're not like bad. They're just, I mean, they're kind of bad,
Just
but
a
not
bit
like
too
that kind of
French.
bad.
Mhm.
So Nami, back to you. You make amazing music. You're scoring these shows, and you really, I don't know much about the process of scoring. How much feedback do you get? Do the powers that be just hand this over to you and say, hey, see what you got, give it a shot? Or do they give you notes beforehand? Or do they, you know what I mean? Like, do they just say, go for it and we'll give you notes after? Or do they give you direction beforehand? How's that process work?
I think, I mean, that changes between the shows. But there's always and also I guess it changes from episode 1 to episode 30, you know. So I guess there's always a conversation about music beforehand. And I think the creators both for Prodigy and for Strange New Worlds are very trusting. So they're like, yes, a lot of times they'll be like, you know, we trust your judgment, we trust your opinion, like, do, you know, go with your gut, go with how you feel that it needs to be. But obviously in episode 1, season 1, especially of Prodigy, there was a lot of changes after I submitted my first take on it. And then what we normally do is there's something called a spotting session. And that's where the creative team would and I will sit down and we'll review the show and sort of decide, you know, what the music should do, where should it start, what kind of themes we want, like so it's more broad or like you know, moments that we want to accentuate, maybe funny stuff that we want to, you know, like a bit of a comedy here, or like this needs to be lighter, this needs to be very mysterious or emotional. So it was really important animation, I think, because a lot of times the animation was preliminary, especially in season 1. Season 2 was already, I would work on later cuts, so I'd see everything already. And then yeah, there is a review usually where it's either I send it out or we talk on Zoom, but there'll be notes. There's usually notes. And usually they're really good notes and they make me a better writer. So I appreciate those notes. And sometimes you have to try something in order to understand it's not the right path. So you know, it's stuff I've seen with music a lot. So yeah, that's kind of how we do it. And once we have everything approved, then we go to the orchestra, and that's the really fun part. Where the orchestra plays the music. So for Prodigy we did it in Prague. And for Strange New Worlds we did it
gosh.
here.
Oh,
Oh, you didn't know. Yeah. So one of it was
Wow.
so you were in Prague with?
no, sadly it was remote, but still it was it was getting up very early in the morning for that.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
Wow.
Like 5 a.m. for this. But
That's
but
love.
that's love. Yes, that's true love, and I love every second of that show.
Mm,
And for Strange Worlds, we do it here at Warner Brothers, so I can
nice.
technically walk, which is nice. So yeah, but everything else we also do at Warner Brothers. So the final mix of the show, what we call a dub date, is where all the audio elements of the show are coming together for each episode. We have dialogue, we have sound effects, and Foley and all that, and we have music. And so the re-recording mixer would mix everything together, and then there's a playback. So that also happens at Warner Brothers for both shows. So I'm glad I live here. There was a lot of like driving. So
Man.
yeah, it's so fun. I love it. We just started actually season 3 of Strange New Worlds. So this is
Ooh.
literally
Nice.
happening. So I watched 5 episodes already.
Wow.
What can you tell us?
Tell
What
us.
can you tell us?
Lucky.
Yeah, it's just the 6
Does
of us.
everything.
Mhm.
Break
No
that
one else is
NDA.
gonna know.
Yeah. I can tell you it's a really, really good season.
Awesome.
Oh,
Ooh.
And
nice.
I am very happy so far with everything that I've seen. So and I am very
Exciting.
critical of Star Trek. So I approve.
Ooh.
So-
you're
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just wondering, so like, you've got a show like Strange New Worlds that has, a through line, but a lot of different styles of episodes and a lot of different kind of tones, and a show like Prodigy that's more of a one big extended story. And how did you find, or how do you find, I don't know, the differences or the challenges between one or the other?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think the overall arc kind of shows on Strange New Worlds as well. But yeah, on Prodigy, it's very like the developments really happen through every episode. So and it's I get what you're saying. It's more bingeable in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure how it reflects the music really, because it's like there's such very different identities to begin with, like in
For
terms
sure.
of and one is animated and the other one is very live action. So there's significantly more time to tell the story on Strange New Worlds because you have
Right.
minutes. Well,
Yeah.
Prodigy, you have 22 minutes to tell the story, and everything has to like music moves very quickly between stuff. Like, oh, we have Janeway thing for like 20 seconds, and then we're moving to something else. And
Right.
so these things are very quick transitions, I would say, music wise. So you have to tell the story kind of faster, but also you have such a significant role as a composer because it's animation. So everything,
Yeah.
it's interesting. Like every sound that is on the show and every musical, everything is created. Like, and nothing is when in live action, you have so many things that happen on set. You have, the actors, the voices.
Right.
In the animation, you have to create literally everything. So it's really fascinating to me how the sound is good. And music has to assist all of that as well. So I like both. It's really fun to
Yeah.
be able to play around with both styles. I feel like Strange New Worlds is more broad, like you can lie on a theme for a longer time.
Right.
You can really go into the nuance of every little stuff, and I'm trying to do that with Prodigy as well, but things are moving way
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
more.
And
yeah.
in Strange New Worlds, I mean, obviously there are going to be musical themes sort of connected to each character, and the difference, how do you kind of navigate the difference between a dark, serious like war moment for Chapel versus making out with Spock? Like it's
Oh my God, I am so jealous in both of them.
I know, right? Right.
Like that was one of my favorite moments actually across the entire show. Like when
Right.
I think it was episode 7, was it, when they kiss like in front of oh my God, that was Wait, we already released that. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. I bet it's hard to keep track of what is and is not known generally.
Moment of dread here. Yeah, no, so sorry, what were you talking about?
Sort of taking those themes, you know, the themes for different characters and the different tones of the different episodes.
Right, yeah, that's where you get to do some variations, and you get to do some very fun, you know, lighthearted versions of a certain motif or a certain theme, and then you get to do a very non-light version. I would say the only theme that is not really ever shown as a light version is the Gorn. Like
Right.
never light. Yet. We don't know.
Right. So
Yes.
far.
Ooh, is that a hint?
You get that
Who knows
touching
what season
moment
3
where
or
one of the
4
Gorn
is.
goes off to war.
Maybe there is a romantic scene with the Gorn. Who knows?
Yeah, right?
Ooh.
How much is
No,
possible?
I honestly don't know. I'm just, you know, I think
Twist.
that would be really cool. That's why I'm not the writer of Strange New Worlds. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I'm not a screenwriter. Thank God.
Well, if we could switch gears to Prodigy for just
Yeah.
a second.
Yeah.
You mentioned that like you get notes and you get feedback and whatnot. Which episodes, say in season 1, went through the most changes soundtrack wise?
I think 1 and 2, which I mean, technically they were combined into like one big pilot. And the first version I wrote, I thought it was really good. But then we went on a Zoom and Alex Critzman actually joined the Zoom, and I was like, oh no, like that means that's like
Oh
because
no.
he doesn't join Zooms for music. And then yeah, he went on for a long time about like literally he was like, oh, you did a great job, like, you know, this is great, it's a good establishment of like the tone, but let's change this and this and this and this and this, and this is like a 20-minute basically 20 minutes of nonstop notes. And then he said he had to get off the call, and he was like, well, Dan and Kevin will give you the rest of the notes.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
And I'm like, oh my god, this is okay, I gotta do a better job in the second round. And then his assistant emailed me and said that Alex has more things, and if I can jump back on a Zoom with him later. Like, oh my god, I have a lot of work to do. So I go on the Zoom, and then he asked me to do Strange New Worlds. So
So I mean,
Cool.
Yes.
like I don't know, how did you feel in that moment where you kept getting the notes and okay, we're going to have another meeting? Were you thinking,
Yeah.
oh god, am I failing? Or is it just
Yeah,
like
I
this
mean,
is part of the
obviously-
process where we're getting there?
yeah, I mean, I think part of the thing is to always kind of trust yourself, that, you know, be confident that you are doing a good job and you were hired for a reason. But obviously I was hoping to get more approvals on my first day. So, you know, I was obviously worried. But I think once we were on the second call, I was like, okay, no, he actually did like everything I did. He
Right.
just he thinks that I should, you know, this is refining and like just figuring out, but he sees the talent. He sees that I did capture like a lot of the essence of what we want. So that was a bit of a like a calm down thing for me. I was like, okay, this is going well. But yeah, it's also, you know, you want to step up in those things, you know, when there is a challenge. I mean, at least for
Yeah.
my personality, there is a challenge. Oh, I got to do it. Like, there's a
Right?
movie
Yeah.
and the director just didn't approve the theme, and I did 13 versions of the theme. And
Oh,
I'm
no
like,
kidding.
Wow.
I'm
Whoa.
going to get
Whoa.
this right. And
I
granted,
want to
like,
hear
that
all
was-
of them.
I
Extended release.
Right, can we get the NAMI uncut version of the soundtrack to Prodigy? Because I listen to that a lot while I'm working, because I do it like coding, and so anything with lyrics tends to distract me, but instrumentals are really good for helping me maintain focus. And the Prodigy soundtrack never, ever, ever, ever gets old. I just love it so much.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
The,
Oh, man, I
the
can't
only
wait
way it
to-
distracts is when I'm thinking about the show and certain scenes in it. And there's certain parts where I just can't help but go there, you know?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, one of the lines of code has Murph written in it, and you're like, wait a second.
Delete,
delete,
or I'm
delete.
just crying because I'm thinking of that scene in Supernova where they're boarding the makeshift shuttle and they're leaving the protostar and Hollow Janeway behind. I'm just like, no.
Oh my
The way that
God.
music swells gets me every time,
Mhm.
Nami, every time.
It gets me
Mhm.
every time too. I mean, I am very emotional in certain moments of the show.
Mhm.
Especially with Prodigy. I felt that throughout the end of season 2, which you haven't seen yet, but unless you're in France, but yeah, it's things get very emotional for me even as I write it. And yeah, as I wrote that sequence in episode 19, was it? I think, or 20?
19 or
I
20.
think it was 20. I think it was 20.
Might have been, was it part 2? Oh my gosh, it's been a little while because I've been watching Lower Decks again to try and, boost the numbers there, and then going back to Prodigy and trying to do all the things.
We got a lot of work to do as fans right
Yeah,
now.
I know.
we
We
do.
have
got
to
some
fight for
homework.
what we love, and it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, check this out, everybody, real quick.
Ooh.
Here's something you may enjoy. Somebody is watching our show right now on the home television.
Oh boy.
Here we go. It's sent in from Aaron Waltke. I think it's
Yay!
maybe a
Ponytail.
baby Andorian. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Cute.
That's great.
That's sent
so
in from our good buddy
cute.
Aaron Waltke.
That's
Oh,
lovely.
It's always cool when you're like, okay, not only do they make Star Trek, but they love Star Trek, and Aaron definitely exemplifies
Oh my
that.
god.
It seems like
For real.
you do as well, Nami. Can we ask you, before you started working on Star Trek, what was your Star Trek favorite flavor?
Ooh.
Mm.
Favorite flavor?
Like series, show, what was your thing?
Honestly, I think my go-to was Michael's score for 2009.
Nice.
Whoa.
That's awesome.
Hey, it's so
Wow.
good.
We were just talking
Totally.
about it on Tuesday, just how
Yeah.
I mean his
Oh
music
yeah,
is
because there's the anniversary. Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
15.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
funny. I
his-
do have that soundtrack on my storm chasing playlist.
Nice.
So
Nice.
you're driving into this mothership of a storm, and it's just like dun 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 dun. dun, dun.
Mhm.
And then the
It's
Beastie
like,
Boys
whoa.
kick in, and
Yeah.
you're like,
Well, Nami, you mentioned sometime this week that you were relaxing with Enterprise. So is
I-
that
No, but it's not
go-to?
it's not always my go-to.
Mhm.
I'm doing a rewatch of Enterprise, and yeah,
nice.
actually the episode I watched was not very calming. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the one where you guys all watched it, right?
Mhm.
The one where they go into they have to fix the ship, and then there's this mysterious station
Oh
that
god, yeah.
Oh,
for 200 liters of something.
Roxanne
Yeah.
Dawson directed that one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
You remember the director? Okay.
Yeah.
And yet I
I
forget
told
the name
you
of the
Char's the
episode.
one that's like,
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah, and then yeah, so and then things go pretty wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a great episode, but it was not really relaxing.
It is not chill.
It's not a relaxing episode.
Yeah.
No. Not chill. What is that called?
I really what? Sorry.
The
I'm just
name of
trying
the
to remember the
episode, I
name of
know.
the
I'm like,
episode.
what is the name of the episode?
Yeah, that's
I
bugging
know
me
it.
now.
It's
Sorry.
like one of the ones I know. Yeah. Is it?
Hmm.
Is it Dead Stop? Matt Boardman just suggested Dead Stop. That's I think that's what it is.
Stop.
Yep.
Ah,
Yep.
The Matt Boardman in the live chat, folks. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, sir.
Also,
Yeah.
everybody, real quick update. We posted about this show in our virtual TrekCon group, and somebody else of note, hey, that's a musical pun.
Ooh.
ah.
If you key in on it, you can really
Nice.
hear it. There's
Oh.
one too.
Oh my gosh. You're gonna scare her away.
What's with that joke flat? Sorry. Okay.
Here
we go.
Do not scare off.
Can't be
Nami.
stopped. He can't be stopped, everybody.
Oh,
Bonnie Gordon
Bonnie.
says,
Oh,
Nami is the best, and she put best in all capital letters, so you know she means it.
It's true.
Oh,
mhm.
We love Bonnie.
that's
Aw.
lovely.
We do.
Yes.
Aw.
That's what I love
All
about
right.
the Prodigy folks is you're all just so cool, so easy to talk to, and you're all downright wonderful. Every last
Mhm.
one of you. It's just great.
Yeah,
So lucky.
I agree. I agree. I feel very fortunate. Yeah, because a lot of times you work on, but I actually feel that way about Strange New Worlds as well. Like I feel people who work on the show they really care for it. And yeah, I mean it's not all productions are like that, but I mean usually people do love
Like
what they
which
do.
ones?
No.
Specifics.
Right, that's the dirty laundry.
I can't say that animation people, I think because we work for so many years together and it becomes some sort of a family, like because you know I started working on it before there was even animation. It was just like animatics.
Nice.
You would see like you know, very basic drawings. And you know with circle with some colors like and then you had the voices, but in even before that like they started writing it and recording the actors, so all of this so much time, like probably, I mean Aaron will know better, but like between 3 to 4 years I think until
Wow.
the was like
Jeez.
you know conceived to the air
Yeah.
date. um
Wow.
so, you know, and I'm even joining a little later in the process, but I feel like, you know, and because things are so intense, like there's so much to do, there's so much to complete, and there's so many episodes, then yeah, you sort of become, you know, you know, you are invested in it yourself, but also socially wise, like you just, you know, it becomes your family. So I feel that very strongly with animation. It's a thing. um
Hmm.
so yeah, I just did a Pixar thing, and it was the same thing where
Oh.
you're everyone is so committed to it, like you know sometimes they'll send you messages at 10 p.m. at night, you know, or if it needed they'll get up at 6 a.m. to respond, you know.
Right.
And you see the love, you see that people care, so yeah.
That's
Aw,
awesome.
that's super cool. Is this a project you can talk about? Can you tell us what it is?
I can't tell what it is because it has not been announced yet, but
Okay.
Ooh.
it's cool.
That's
I hope we
awesome.
get to see it.
It's great. I mean, it's animated.
Yay.
That's all I can say.
I'm gonna deviate a little bit from Star Trek for one moment. And could you tell us about Thor: Love and Thunder?
Oh.
Ooh.
I love Thor.
I know your favorite
Loving
scene in
thunder.
that movie.
Oh my oh my god, I watched that scene. Okay, there was a scene I watched like 10 times. They cut it very short, so I watched it for fun. So there's a scene where you know, they're in the temple of the gods and Zeus comes down to talk to
It's
Thor, and
Melissa's favorite too.
this was a long conversation and it got very short, but his performance was amazing. Like Russell Crowe in that skirt. Oh my God. I listened to it. That was a relaxing evening. I just
That's awesome.
and Thor is like naked. Oh my God, it was so good. But yeah, they also cut out the scene before that, and that's funny because they cut it out pretty late in the process after we already recorded the music. But there was a whole scene where Zeus talks about and their upcoming orgy party for the year, and like all the gods are doing this fancy orgy, and he's saying, "Oh, you're not going to be invited," but he actually explains about all of this, and we had the choir like sing like it was really funny, and obviously they cut it out. But
Yeah.
but that was all of that temple of the gods thing was just hilarious, and I really enjoyed that part in particular.
That's awesome.
So
Me too.
yeah, yeah, and Valkyrie, like everything with Valkyrie was also I'm a big fan. So yeah, overall great experience. I wrote a piece for two harps, which is also kind of
Oh, cool.
that anyone would ask you to do on a movie. But yeah, it's been a cool cool thing.
Now,
That's
our
awesome.
friend the Matt Boardman in the live chat says the Prodigy score needs to be on vinyl, like the Picard season 3 and Lower Decks.
Mhm.
He also says, OMG, Janeway's theme is amazing. I listen to it on repeat.
Me
Uh,
too.
Nami, real quick, do you need to hop off in a moment here? I think.
No, I have another.
All right. You fill her up with
Yeah,
beer,
it's got
and
alcohol.
she's good
She's
to hang out
good.
with
I'm
us.
just gonna
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you talked about as like when you were younger, listening to, scores of the movies you were watching at the time, and so who would you say is your favorite film composer?
Wow, this is a hard question.
I know. I know. Like, sorry. or who are your
Sorry, no,
favorites?
sorry.
Who are your doesn't have to
Yeah,
be like
I guess it's
one.
easier to answer
Top
favorite.
40.
Yeah.
Well, I don't get tired of Williams, but that's like the very, I do think that Goldsmith is also up there at the top 5, because he's so versatile as well. Tom Newman,
Nice.
Yeah.
just incredible, very different, a lot of of Star Trek, but I grew up listening to a lot of his music, particularly for Pixar stuff, but not just, a lot of dramas.
Right.
Michael Giacchino, obviously, is a huge and I just adore his music, even
Yeah.
the all the recent stuff, like I continue to listen to that.
Yeah.
Really, really inspiring. And Dudley, she's a British composer,
Oh.
who has she's collaborated a lot with Paul Verhoeven. So I got to know her through the films, actually. And just her music is also extremely versatile. Like, she can do the thriller stuff, she can do the jazz stuff. Like, it's really, really wonderful. So yeah, but I just love music in general. So I listen to a bunch of singer-songwriters and like pop music, and the latest album from Beyonce. Like, that's amazing,
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah.
Great.
So I feel like the
It is
influences are
pretty
coming
great.
from all over.
Yeah,
and
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, when you're creating music for like anything sci-fi or Star Trek, is there a particular instrument that you immediately are drawn to get the effect that you want? Because like so many different genres have so many different like styles. Do you have any instruments in particular that you just like, Star Trek?
With track, oftentimes I'll do my sketches not on piano, which is interesting because in a lot of other movies, I'll go to the piano and start, coming up with ideas and sketch it. But on Trek, a lot of times I'll choose like French horns or strings to begin with to just sketch up the scene, and not use the piano sound. So I think that's something that is very different when it comes to Trek. And yeah, I think between the tracks that I'm working on, there's certain sounds that I'll go more for with Strange New Worlds and more for with Prodigy. I feel like Prodigy is a little brighter in the tone of it, and in the score as well. So I'll, there'll be more like feisty little quick notes and like very upper octave things, bells, whatever little vibraphone things or those kind of like celesta and instruments that are on the high register, woodwinds a lot. When I feel like Strange New Worlds has a bit more of a serious, or like, I mean, again, she's serious as well, and I can't wait for you to hear season 2, because that's very like there's a lot of serious stuff there. But
drama.
yeah, no, it is. I feel like the score really matures kind of with the kids as they mature as well. Like, you could really feel that score mature. So it's a little less bright. But I wouldn't say it's dark. But yeah, but Strange New World, I think Strange New Worlds also because it has this sort of episodic feel to it, and like as you said, like there's these genre stuff sometimes, right? Like, so and that's sometimes you want to fit into that genre a little more. like with the Elysian Kingdom, like that was a
Right.
comedy or drama comedy, but like, it had certain things that had to be matching that tone.
Yeah.
I would say that score for that particular episode is very different than other scores in that season. So
Hey, you guys,
So cool.
real quick, I have a thing that I made a little mistake here that we need to correct.
Uh-oh.
Aaron Waltke reminds me that I need to zoom in on the picture. I should have seen that sooner. So let's zoom in just a tiny bit. Look at this. It's Kitties. I'm sure this is what he was talking about, not about this Emmy Award.
What's that old thing? Go back to the cat.
Nice.
I guess maybe that too, but also, look at these little rascals.
That's pretty
It's all
awesome.
wonderful.
That's amazing.
Yay.
That's
Good
so
stuff.
cool.
Aw. Kitties.
That's so cool.
Should have done that the first time.
I love that.
So let's see how the live chat is doing today. Okay, Linda Anderegg says kitties. That's it. It's turning into kitty
Yes.
talk again.
Yes. It's either cats or Janeway and Chakotay. Pick your choice.
Nice.
Oh,
also
let's torture
mentions-
Ryan. Let's torture Ryan.
Huh? No, nothing torturous.
You love talking about Janeway and Chakotay.
Yeah, if you were gonna create a song
Right,
for
oil and
Janeway and
water.
Chakotay,
Yeah.
just saying. No.
Yeah, can you give us an idea
Right.
right now and take 30 minutes?
Yeah, take
Yeah,
all
just
these the time you need.
Fill up
Nice.
all the time.
That
Wait,
would
is
be interesting.
assignment for me.
This is no comment. Yeah.
Only if you want to.
That would be a fun project, maybe, Nami, if one day you want to just take on the Ballad of Janeway and Chakotay.
You know what?
Oh. Ooh. Speaking of
I-
fanfic music.
Right?
Yes. Dude, there's a whole untouched section of fanfiction.net that should just be music. I could see an expansion right
That
now.
would be great.
Folks.
That's a good
I would
idea,
love-
actually. That's a really
Do
good
it.
idea.
Every
Anyone can
Apple
do it.
computer has GarageBand. You
I
can
will
do
do
it.
it. I will do when I wrap Strange New Worlds in like 6 months, and then I will do it. I will.
That's
All
amazing.
right, just in time for the holidays. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And Aaron Waltke also says theremin. Theremin's a good
Theremin.
instrument.
So add a theremin to
Mm.
Janeway and
Theremin
Chakotay.
is Star Trek and Doctor Who immediately just woo.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Now I know what Katie's thinking. She's like, yeah, but what's the Chakotay and 7 of 9 theme song?
It is
Isn't that
like
what you're
that
thinking,
brown
Ryan?
noise.
It's a
Yeah.
brown noise.
Sound noise.
I
Yes,
re-
it's that.
I
Is that like
I refuse to do that. This is not- no. That's a no.
I have an allegiance and I will defend it.
That is a solid South Park reference. Very nicely done.
That too.
Very nicely done.
Oh my god.
Good, actually.
Sounds like Nami's like 50-50 on it. So we'll just
Sure.
we'll just
We'll
let
let you
that
think that and
simmer
move
for a
on.
bit.
No. I mean, at some point, I was shipping Janeway and 7 of
Mhm.
Hey, you weren't the only one. No
Yeah,
shame.
you weren't the
Yeah,
only
yeah.
one.
it's
No.
not really. It's I've given up on that. So
That's fair. That's fair.
It will
Yeah,
remain
it's-
in my in
Well,
Hmm.
now because now 7 of 9 has Raffi, and they need
That's
to get
right.
together.
that is true. Although I have not seen
Yeah.
season 3 of Picard yet, so no spoilers.
Oh,
Oh
gosh.
my.
You
Nothing
what?
really happens. You're
Not
not
saying
missing
a word.
much.
Mhm.
I will come back to it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
a
mean,
few
when you're so
irons in the
busy making
fire.
Star Trek, it's hard to watch Star Trek. Am I right?
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
heard
one
that was really good.
one final item.
It's
here,
amazing,
everybody.
yeah.
What?
One final thing to pull up. Sorry, it's live, so things happen. We get updates.
Do we have breaking news?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Oh
she
my
recognizes
gosh!
this.
my god.
So cute. Oh my god.
This kid is ripping my heart apart.
I
Oh my
know.
god, in the best way.
Tails.
Her mind to your mind, her thoughts to your thoughts.
Oh my gosh. That's so
Baby
cute.
love Nami. Oh my god.
So cute.
No, that is
Anyway.
so
Watch a bunch of people's hearts
That's
just
such a
melt
good-
at the sight
Yeah.
of this child all at once.
Mhm.
education though. When I have a kid, I want Aaron to educate it on Star Trek.
Oh, I love that.
You can do like
That's so
Cocoa
cute.
Melon, but it's like Enterprise Melon or something.
Yeah.
Just for the kids.
What's
Can you
cocoa
count the
melon?
triples?
What's
You don't know what
cocoa melon?
is?
Sounds like a
Is-
refreshing beverage, though. I would love to
You know?
try it.
That could be a White Claw kind of flavor.
I'm
I
thinking
think.
like coconut and like honeydew, you know, and then
Mhm.
maybe some kind of
Honeydew?
rum or something like that.
Not if you
Mhm.
watch BoJack Horseman.
So do we have an
Hmm.
update on the flavor, Nami?
Yeah, it's so sweet. It's very sweet. It's
Huh.
it's surprisingly sweet, and I'm not sure. I mean, I kind of like it.
Like Char.
Ooh.
It has
Surprisingly sweet. I'm gonna put that in my bio.
Yeah, I don't know. It's almost like a melon.
Oh, weird.
Huh.
In an IPA.
Yeah.
I would not
So it's
expect
not that
of an
like
IPA.
grapefruity kind of. It's more of a like,
Yeah, I mean,
Interesting.
it's growing on me. It's growing. On me.
nice.
Great.
Cool.
IPA will do that. Yeah.
Oh my God, this is so cute. Joshua Reeves says, "Did Aaron Waltke have the girl from Monsters Inc.? Remember that one?"
Oh.
So fluffy.
Yeah.
I love when she says that.
That's
My
that's a
sister
good
used to
movie.
quote that all the time.
Nami's like,
Oh.
"I'm working on Monsters Inc. too. Try to act normal.
Yeah.
Don't give it away."
I don't know anything about that.
You see, Jenny, Monsters Inc. was an American film back in. Oh.
Wait, what?
No.
Yes.
Hey, do you guys want
Yes,
to
I
cover a little
know.
bit of like the big news that's going on right now in
Yeah.
Star Trek Town?
Absolutely.
So-
Oh, gee, what's the big news?
Well, apparently Star Trek won a Peabody Award, which is always hard for me to say without snickering. But
Right?
so what's the story? I mean,
Peabody.
this is pretty huge, right? I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
Peabody Awards. I mean, I've heard
Yeah.
of it, so it's got to be big.
Mhm.
Star Trek Today, NBC, Winter Institute. What's the deal here, Melissa? What's the story?
The story is that this is a pretty illustrious award that is given out to media people and from television, radio,
Mhm.
animation, entertainment that it's putting out positive messages out into the world, and IDIC is probably one of the best ways to approach life that you can get. So
Mhm.
Star Trek is being recognized for its 60 years of contributing to that idea and the betterment of humanity.
Oh.
Yay.
Awesome. Yeah, it's being covered everywhere.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Trek movie picked it up. Everybody's
Yeah.
loving it. This
Mhm.
is a big deal here, and it's nice
Yeah.
that Star Trek's finally being recognized in mainstream kinds of ways, because before it was always like the secret little thing that us nerdy folk like, but now look, screenrant.com is covering it.
Yeah.
I also see a lot of people tweeting about it. It's a big
Yeah.
deal here.
Oh, yeah.
It is a big deal.
Mhm.
And it's a thank
That's
you
right.
to everyone. Sorry, I'm trying to organize my thoughts, but it's a thank you to everyone who has contributed to this universe, this Trek universe. This includes
Yeah.
Nami.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
That's right.
Aaron
Congratulations!
Waltke, and, yeah, and
love the
the Peabody people, the awards people, and thank the fans too, because they acknowledge
Thank you.
that without the fans, it wouldn't have lasted as long as it has, and that's because of the passion that every Star Trek fan has for this fandom, which I think is beautiful. I think that's something that is worth celebrating and should be rewarded. So it's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I
that's
just
so
realized,
Lovely.
poor Michelle Paradise, they ran out of letters here.
Oh
Because like,
no.
because it has like a max of like 15. I remember
Yep.
when I first joined way back, whatever it was, 2000, whatever, I wanted to do the Incredible Husk because that was a fun nickname my mom came up with. And I ran out of letters. So it said the Incredible Huss. And so I was very sad about it. And I didn't do it. And I remember
Completely different thing.
I remember thinking, I was like, one day this little social media website is going to grow. And then they're going to start adding characters. Like you're going to be able to do 20. And then when that happens, I'm jumping. It never happened. It was like 15, 16, 17 years ago. It never happened.
Boo.
So there's no art in mine.
That's right.
I have to say it's separate every time. It's so annoying.
But these are some big names. Aaron Waltke
Yeah, this is
tweets
incredible.
about it. Michelle Paradise tweets about it. Also, look at one of our favorites in front of the show.
Yeah.
Bill Walkoff.
Hey!
Flying Lobster. We love this
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
This guy's a hero. True
He
hero.
is.
He is.
And he posted about his anniversary recently. So happy anniversary to him and his
Oh,
lady.
lovely.
Yes.
Yeah, it was so cute.
It was really cute. It was really. This is like relationship goals, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's very cute.
Wow.
So cute.
Oh my gosh, fantastic.
Love
Chris
it.
Farnell says, got to double check the rules, but as this award is for the Star Trek franchise and therefore everything licensed under it, this means I can call myself a Peabody Award winner. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I was in a couple movies.
Yeah.
I win a-
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Hey, should I email them my address?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
See
man,
what
what-
happens.
I need to add some shelving somewhere around here.
Get yourself a display case, baby.
Exactly.
Oh
Yeah.
man, life is fun. Anyway. That's a great honor. That's really
Yeah.
cool, guys. Really cool about the Peabody Awards
Yeah.
and
Very
everybody
cool.
tweeting about it.
Yeah, and both Trek Movie and Screen Rant covered the story, and they both had wonderful, different and wonderful takes on them. So I suggest reading both of those articles because
Nice.
they both have some really great insights.
Cool. Good to know.
That's lovely.
Here's another thing I saw just very recently, and this is relevant to one of us especially here. Extreme geomagnetic storms in
Yeah.
progress.
Yes.
Aurora
Yeah.
likely
Mhm.
across Michigan Friday night.
Woohoo!
This is for
Woo,
WSBT.com, where we get all our news, of course.
Mhm.
So the reason I bring this up is because, well, Melissa, go ahead. Oh, wait, no, probably meteorologist, Katie, right?
No.
No,
What's
I
a-
gotta scoot out and get pictures for our evening broadcast.
Yeah,
So-
what's a geomagnetic storm? What the heck's going on in Michigan?
So the sun just like burped, and a bunch of the particles are getting caught up in our magnetic field, and it was a
Ew.
big, it was one of those burps
It's a
where
burp.
you think puke's gonna come out, sort of a thing.
Oh,
It was a really
no.
intense
Oh,
one.
damn it,
So,
that's gross.
So yeah, no, there's just gonna be a lot of aurora, and I have to go and see the spew in the sky.
Nice.
Spew in the sky.
With diamonds.
Make that a hashtag.
Yeah,
Nami's like, what happened? It was cool for an hour.
just took a left turn.
Am I drunk?
This is what
the heck
happens,
just
Nami.
happened?
This is the show.
It's the IPA,
You're
man.
drinking that thing.
I am on board.
All right.
But I have to scoot out so I can go find a nice field and get some shots in before our show starts. So
Amazing.
Go for it. Have fun.
Mostly-
Good luck. Be
Nice.
safe. Bring
Have
your lawn
fun.
chairs.
Have fun. Take
It's great to meet
pictures.
Oh, I thought she'd never leave. So, what is this geomagnetics? I don't know what
Yeah.
that means.
Hmm.
Anyway,
God.
that's really cool, though. I love that
Yeah.
Katie is such a good meteorologist, and every time there's
Yeah.
something crazy
know,
and
right?
weird going on in the
Beyond.
world, she knows
Mhm.
everything about it.
Yeah,
She's very good at what she does.
she is.
Mhm.
I don't see an aurora borealis right now.
No? And it's dark
Maybe
in
you-
Nova Scotia right now, right?
It is. I mean, I do have a light shining in my face, but but I can see out the window and I don't see any aurora right
Maybe
now.
you just need to wear those special sunglasses or something.
No, that's the other
I'm
thing.
not sure it works that way.
That's wind, right? Okay. Linda Anderegg says
Yes.
Ryan's butt and elbow get a Peabody. What is that supposed to mean? No, I know what that means.
Because you said on
Butts, elbows?
Tuesday.
Yeah. I think it's less funny once you explain it, but if you just leave it like that,
Aw.
people are gonna be like, "Who's this Linda Anderegg weirdo?" Yeah,
keep her.
here it comes. Yeah, the Peabody elbow. Anyway,
Oh
This
my
sounds like a
God.
fetish I don't want to understand.
Mhm.
yeah.
I mean, you do
Nami-
you, boo. I'm not
Nami,
judging.
I just saw her taking a note. She's like, "Write the theme music for Linda Anderegg and Ryan's elbow." Okay.
Right after
Steamier than
this-
Janeway and Chakotay.
Yeah.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh.
Ryan's elbow is building a bathtub for Linda Anderegg in the forest planet.
Oh my gosh. Well, okay, if it does that, okay. But then what about headboards?
So anyway,
Don't want to talk about it, huh?
um,
No headboards?
let's see. I'll find.
You
Oh
guys,
boy,
So that's some other news, right?
Bob D says 92% overhead and 100% horizon in the area. I don't know what that means, but I'm just trying to change the subject. Anyway, so that's pretty interesting. Lots of cool stuff there. Melissa, I think you prepared us a two truths and a lie thing, right?
I did.
Hey.
So this
Prodigy
is
edition.
all right.
Hey,
Yes.
That's fun.
go.
Let's do it.
Let's pull that up.
Okay.
So,
Please get this thing off the rails, please.
oh no, this looks
Well, we
like
have
it's
Watty in the
IMDb edition.
Oh, I sent you I sent you two things.
Life
One is
so
something new,
confusing.
and one is two truths and a lie. So maybe we should
Figure
start
it
with
out.
the two truths, and then we can maybe.
Nice.
Oh,
say
right. You're
anything.
right. Okay, so two truths and a lie, Prodigy edition. Here they come. Number one is two are true, one's a lie. A, prior to Prodigy, creators Kevin and Dan Hageman were already Emmy Award winners for Troll Hunters and Ninjago. B, the writer's room for the first season was composed of the following writers. Ooh, this can be crazy. Aaron Waltke, Chad Quant, Shauna and Julie Benson, Lisa Boyd, Nikhil Jayaram, and Deandra Pendleton Thompson. Here's my question.
What's the
Does this
third?
include a writer's assistant?
Ooh.
Okay, stay tuned for that answer. C, producer and writer Chad Quant is quoted as saying, "Writing the return of our beloved Voyager captain feels oddly iconic, like a homecoming for me." Which one of those is a dirty lie?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Made up by
think
Melissa.
Either three or one, because I don't know if they won for both shows. I mean, maybe they did. I don't know.
Okay, I feel like Troll Hunters is a yeah. I'm not sure about the other one.
Ninjago.
I don't know about that show.
I always thought it was Ninja Go, but
But
I
was
don't
Chef
think it is. I think I'm wrong.
Ninja Go.
That's what I thought.
All
It made
All right,
sense.
everybody in the live chat, what are your guesses? What do you think?
Yeah,
It's a
This
toughie.
is hard. This is harder than I thought.
it is a tough one. I thought we were gonna ace this, Nami, and no.
I don't know what Emmys were won.
Right?
That says. I should follow and see what. I mean, I guess
I'm
this
gonna
is
say
sounds back like a lot.
I'm gonna say it's C. And I'm gonna say that because I feel like maybe Chad Quant didn't say that quote. Like the quote is accurate, but maybe it's a different writer that said that. That's my
Ooh.
guess.
Maybe it's Aaron.
Oh.
Maybe Aaron is the one who said that.
Oh.
Like I'm usually batting like 10% on these, so don't go for me.
Yeah.
I'm not good with
You always
these.
sound
with
really
A.
confident, but yeah.
I am, yeah.
No, I think the 3 is also wrong. I think the 3 is I think 3 is a dirty lie.
Ooh.
Nice.
I love that. He's a dirty lie.
Amazing.
Dirty lies.
Melissa, which one of those is a filthy fib?
C is a filthy, filthy.
Hey,
The
good job,
quote
Nami.
was said by Aaron Waltke.
Oh.
Hey,
You're
right. That's teamwork, you guys.
well done. Well done.
I wonder if Aaron's still in the live chat and he was like,
Yeah,
hey, that's
he is,
that
yeah.
was me.
He is.
Oh yeah.
He says it's a lie by omission because I won an Emmy for Troll Hunters.
Nice.
That wasn't said
Go,
on
Aaron, go.
Memory Alpha.
Ah.
That
All
Emmy.
right.
We just saw that Emmy in the
Mhm.
photo.
Yeah.
Now remember, these get harder as we progress.
Thank you.
So
Okay.
number 2.
Oh, there's more. That's so cool.
There's
Yeah.
4 of them.
Number 2. A. Season 1 of Prodigy was re-released December 25th, 2023 on Netflix. That one sounds pretty accurate.
Yeah, I think it is.
B. IMDb listing reads like this: Star Trek Prodigy TV series 2021 dash blank.
We can hope.
2024? 2025?
Mm.
2024.
No, I mean that's how it reads. It doesn't have anything after. I feel like wouldn't
oh.
it have like to present or no, maybe it just
Maybe
has to
not.
present. C. Prodigy's IMDb score is 7.5.
No. That's ridiculous.
Are we allowed to Google?
No.
Heck, no. Nah, that's cheating.
I feel like that's the easiest one to not be true because it could be like a 7.6, or something like just slightly off.
And
Sharon's
just
right.
out of
That is
principle,
way too low.
it should be way higher than that. But then it's
Agreed.
IMDb and there's a-holes who just
IMDb
write
There
things
are
slow
a-holes.
because they're jerks.
It's just
Good
the
for
whole
sure.
world. It's not really an accurate representation of what something is.
It's good for a show. Skip.
Hmm.
It is.
Boy. Okay, this is tough.
Mm,
I'm going with C.
I'm going with 2. With B.
I'm going with B.
I'm going with B, and
Like-
I'm going to do this, the live logs and proper.
Hey, oh, look at that.
Oh, look,
Yo.
you raised your hand.
Nope.
Oh wait, how did it know? I didn't press anything.
If you hold your hand up for a while, it'll just watch this. Here it comes. Here comes mine. Bing.
It never
Wow.
works for
Oh
me.
my god, this is the first time I'm seeing this. This is crazy.
Wow.
It never
Yeah.
works for me. I don't know.
It's
Gotta
because
have
you guys
something-
work with the metric system. It's all messed up.
I know. Only sometimes.
It also works with thumbs up sometimes too, but
Yeah.
that one is also rare. Oh, here comes mine. Ding.
Mine works with the thumbs up.
Wow.
Ding.
Boy, our numbers are plummeting right now. All right.
I thought it would do a heart.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, we're one away from 47 viewers.
Come
Somebody get one of their
on.
friends.
I feel like I'm at one of those like automatic taps and it won't turn on,
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I'm like,
What's
I
the answer,
exist.
Melissa?
So the answer is B.
Yeah.
And it says 2021 to 2024, which I take umbrage with. I also take
Ooh.
umbrage with the low score. So people get out there and start voting Prodigy
Yeah.
higher
Mhm,
because it
mhm.
deserves a higher IMDb score.
That's
Agreed.
right. That's just rude.
Yes,
Mhm.
it is deserving, but it's not so. It's I mean, in comparison with all of IMDb, 7.5 is pretty great.
True.
It
It
is.
is
It really
pretty
is.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could still be
more.
better.
So
Yeah.
please vote 10 because it is
Vote
it is
10,
a
yes.
warm show. It's the best show. It's the
It
best
is
track.
so good.
9.975. That's the goal.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Tom Paris.
But
Okay,
I
so
don't
number
like that it
3.
No,
says,
that was warp 10.
I just have to add that I don't like that it says to 2024 because
I know. I don't like that
Yeah.
either.
It's not over.
it can't be over yet.
And it's not necessarily like IMDb only reports the things that have been announced. So if anything is coming
Gotcha.
up after, it will
Yeah.
update it.
And a lot of times it's not even official.
Mm.
It's just people adding stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes people can be wrong.
That's
Well,
right.
Yeah.
IMDb too. It's an open source thing, so you could.
This is very true.
This is where
the
stuff gets
Wikipedia.
crazy. Number 3. A Prodigy episode Kobayashi is the 3rd highest rated on IMDb at 8.2.
Oof.
From Prodigy
Man,
or
I
from
don't
all
know
the shows?
this.
Probably
From
for
Prodigy.
Prodigy. Yeah. B.
Ah.
Voice actor Deborah Wilson has credits for both Prodigy and Deep Space Nine. I know that's true. That's the sound of her voice. Nailed that
Mhm.
one. She's in that one. Sorry, guys. It's between A and C.
Which character did you do on Prodigy?
She was the voice. Oh, sorry, in
4.
Prodigy.
She's 4 different characters, and they're I guess they would
Oh,
be
she's
like,
an what's her name?
I remember seeing her. I think she was a crew member on Janeway's ship or something like that.
yeah, and I believe she was also some aliens on Tars Lamora,
Mm.
Oh,
and because
At
she's
the
got 4
beginning.
different credits for Prodigy.
oh, cool.
Yeah.
Letter C. Prodigy is set 5 years after Voyager 2383. I feel like it's 6 years, but that's just a thing. What do you guys think?
Wacky question.
Ugh. Okay.
I can't remember if it's 6 or 5.
Brain. Gotta think. It
I think A is
hurts.
wrong.
Looking at all of your faces is really fun.
You're welcome.
Kobayashi was a great episode. Maybe
Oh,
it's not
confused.
third.
Mhm.
I
But
have a
see,
feeling
episodes
Kobayashi
19 and
is like
20
one
are,
of 2.
I think episodes
Yeah.
19 and 20 are up there too. And
Then-
Kobayashi might be third to those 2,
But then
possibly.
you have Endopresian, which is 13. So
Right.
I
all the
agree.
world's a
I agree with you there.
stage.
But I think that the masses, I don't know, but I think where A might be incorrect is the number 8.2. It might be third at 8.2, or it might be second at 8.3. You know, when there's a lot of numbers in there, Melissa can get tricky.
Yeah, I hate this. Ugh.
or 3 or C.
I'm gonna go A.
5 years in the future. I think A is wrong.
I think so too.
And
Melissa.
the answer is A. It's the
A.
it's the 4th highest episode in Prodigy
Ooh.
at an
Wow.
8.2. A Moral Star Part 2 is number 3 at an 8.3.
Nice.
Okay.
Mm.
What's number
And
one?
what were 1 and 2?
It was the last
The last 2?
episodes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
Okay.
Wow, so good.
Presians. Wow. Okay.
The 4th and
And
final
the
one.
Presians was 6 or 7, I think.
Nice.
Wow.
Mhm.
The 4th and final one. This is where it gets crazy, everybody. Here we go. Put the kids to bed. A. In the episode Let Sleeping Borg Lie, Jankum Pog mentions transparent aluminum. This is a reference for Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home. B, the episode All the World's a Stage pays tribute to Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. Shar?
I know, Char's face.
Char's like, what? Wait a second. Okay. C, episodes 9 and 10 are named Immoral Star Part 1 and 2. The title is an anagram for...
Mora.
Yes. Very good. Very good.
That for sure is true. It's got to be
Mhm.
B.
But
It's
I
B.
don't
It's for
how
sure
it's,
B.
like Final Frontier. Like I
No,
don't
it's
know.
not.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
an
no,
American-
it's
No.
Galileo 7.
right. That's not the Final Frontier, is it?
No.
It is not.
And I can't think of any Star Trek 5 references in that whole episode, so it's got to be B.
It's like a direct TOS.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah.
yeah. I'll vote for B.
hmm Agreed.
Melissa Longo.
Are we
That's
wrong?
wrong. I don't want to be right.
She's even got a B on her shirt.
The answer is B.
Hey!
It was a tribute to the motion picture
Mm.
Oh, okay.
with
Oh.
references to Voyager 6 and
Okay.
Galileo.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Fine. Fine.
Yeah.
Great job,
Nice.
everybody. Boy,
Kirk's
oh boy.
first
That was exciting.
Mhm.
These are awesome questions.
Oh, thank
We do this every week. It's so awesome.
you.
Everybody in the live chat agreed too. They said B, B, B all the way down. There were no A's. There were no C's. And when I say all the way down, isn't that like holograms all the way down? Isn't that Aaron
Yes.
Waltke's thing? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
By the way, Nami, you composed for a short Trek episode too.
Yeah,
That's where
I
you
did.
kind of did your
Q&A.
start for Star Trek, right?
Yeah.
Which one
and
was it?
Q&A. That was the Spock's first day on the Enterprise.
Oh,
and
awesome.
it's also
Yeah.
my first day on the Enterprise, so I kind of, related with it.
Oh, that's so cool.
Aw.
Yeah. It was not scary at all.
I'm sure.
no,
No
not
pressure.
intimidating at all with all of those notes.
And I was not trying to suppress my emotions like Spock at all.
You were harnessing them.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, but yeah, it's that's how I think I consider that as a pilot of Strange New Worlds, really, because that was, that was
Absolutely.
Campbell, the same ship, the same, and I think after they saw it was so good, they were like, okay, we should go
Mhm.
for it.
Mhm.
That's really cool.
Mhm.
Well, everybody, we're almost out of time, so let's talk about this week. This is going to be fun. So yesterday on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we released our full review of Star Trek Discovery Season 5, Episode 7. Wait a minute. By full review, I mean we tried to, but then YouTube cut like halfway through it. It's with Elias Tufexis, who plays Locke on Star Trek Discovery. So we're going to re-release it after this show in about a half an hour on the Seventh Rule
Nice.
YouTube channel. Something happened at the very end of our interview with Elias Tufexis. So we want to make sure to have all of that up for everybody because he's freaking amazing.
Mhm.
So that's coming up right after this in about a half an hour on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. Then on Sunday on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, what do we got? What's going on Sunday? Oh boy. 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. TNG first segment episode, Season 3 episode, what is that? 21, Hollow Pursuits.
Uh-oh.
Hello to Barclay. We get to meet Barclay and all of the giggles that he brings. Then on Monday, also on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, this coming Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we've got the full review of Sins of the Father, the Next Generation
Ooh.
episode, Sins of the Father. That's a fun one. That's heavy.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Then on Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, come right back to this here virtual TrekCon channel for the main viewer, our Star Trek news show. We cover only news. We do not laugh. If somebody laughs, it's like a dunk tank. You know, when the people would sit on that dunk tank and they throw it, it's like we all sit above a pool. And if somebody laughs, it's
we should get
expensive.
Very
slime.
serious.
Yeah, we should get slime.
Oh wow.
That's
Just like you can't do that on television.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, and also everybody, last week we released Sirach Lofton, myself, and Walter Koenig released our full review of Mirror Mirror, the original series episode with 87-year-old Walter Koenig. That's Chekhov.
Amazing.
Go check it out on that channel because he is 87 and he still remembers stuff. Some of it he remembers incorrectly, but he's, still remembers stuff.
Look,
I mean,
he's
awesome.
trying, man.
whatever. It's
And he's
entertaining.
a hell of a storyteller.
Yeah.
The important
He
thing.
is.
Melissa
Yeah.
lies 1 out of 3 times. Give Walter a break.
Exactly.
So anyway, Jenny R. Johnson, can you tell everybody where they can find you online, please?
Yeah, you sure can. I mean, no, I sure can. You sure can.
Yeah, just tell people. I'll just
Okay.
I was gonna be so cool there. Well, first of all, you can find me on Twitter at Jenny R. Johnson. Because of that short name thing. Anyway, not stupid Jenny R. Johnson, but Jenny R. Johnson. And everywhere else you can find me at Jenny R. Johnson Art. And I'm starting a new project and I'll be updating it on my social medias and you should check it out.
Pretty
And
awesome already.
I'm really
Sorry.
excited.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's huge. It's not intimidating at all. And my website / my shop you can find at jennyrjohnson.com.
Jenny makes the best paintings. She did a Deep
Thank
Space
you.
Nine painting that just blew up the internet. It's incredulous. And now she's working on a next generation painting, which will be the Enterprise D, I believe, right? That's
It
gonna
is,
be-
but it's actually the Enterprise D from Picard. It's a very specific
Whoa.
scene where it's like just going
Nice.
to warp in box there. Like, so it's got like Athens Prime in the background and
That's
it's
cool.
got the like Syracuse star drive. And anyway, yeah, I'm really
Also, by the way, everybody, very quickly, if you need a reminder for the episode Hollow Pursuits. If you're going like Hollow Pursuits, which one is that? It's this one, of course. Everybody knows.
Broccoli.
Nailed it.
Yes.
What about you, Melissa Longo? Where can everybody find you online?
At Melissa Longo, MALISSA on social media, and Walking Art Made by Melissa on Patreon, and Walking Art Made by Melissa at theintrovertedrepublic.com, and on YouTube, 3 Fat Lobsters.
3 Fat Lobsters. And then we've got our buddy Flying Lobster too, right?
Right.
Bill
Yeah.
Wolkoff is flying.
Yeah.
What's this lobster?
That was
Yes.
just a coincidence.
What about yourself, Charlene Schmidt?
Well, if you want to find me, I'm on social networks at the handle Oh the Profanity. I do Mission Log Prodigy. Nami, we've got to have you come back on the show sometime. Like, I know Norm interviewed you way back when for the first half of season 1. Love to have you come back for the back half. That'd be awesome. I just need the okay on that one from my people and you. And then also soap at boldbubbles.com. And today Armus came out.
Oh, this looks
This
so
soap
good.
is
So
not
cool.
evil.
Amazing.
Look
Oh,
at
He will
it.
wash away the evil. He is
I
a
am
salt
so
bar and he is
excited.
delightful.
Oh my
He's
God,
an
look at this. Look
assault
at the
bar.
description.
I am
Raspberry
ordering the Murph
vanilla.
right now.
Don't
Um,
we?
I have to get this
Amazing.
Murph thing. Oh my God.
That's
This
so
is
great.
cool.
I was proud of how well that one came out and just in terms of how well it looks to Armus. Like the salt
It's-
actually makes it glimmer the way Armus
Yeah.
did. I'm like,
It's
Yeah.
yes,
perfect.
that's exactly what I intended. For once, it worked.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's amazing.
That's great.
oh my
It's
God.
fun. I was testing those out and you're going to get like a little, it's made with activated charcoal. So you're going to get a little bit of black lather, but it does
love
not
that
stain
stuff.
and it washes right away. And you feel so good when it's done.
I use it. Yeah. It's good
That's
stuff.
awesome.
That looks amazing. I'm getting those.
When it's the only soap
Yay.
where you wash yourself and it goes ha ha ha.
No. No. Okay, here's what happened is I decided against the Metamucil and black printer's ink because that's,
Yeah, that's
hella
fair.
messy.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's bad for all of us. And instead went for the activated charcoal, which can be messy for me to mix it in, but
Yeah.
after that, it's fine. And then all the evil stuff and the murdery things, no, because killing customers sounds like a bad idea. So
Not good for business.
Yeah,
right.
bad business
So
model.
you're good.
Good point. Good point. Nami, where can people and everybody online guess what this is, by the way? What is this? What is this?
What is
Oh,
that?
right.
What is this thing?
Is that like
Nami, where can people find you and your works online? Probably on Star Trek.
I'm at social media on Nami Composer and Spotify Nami Melumad, and we have season 1 of Prodigy on Spotify. We have season 1 of Strange New Worlds on Spotify, and we will have season 2 of Strange New Worlds on Spotify in August.
Yay!
Ooh.
Awesome.
Good.
A few months away, but we're working on it now. So
That's so
That's
cool.
exciting.
Wow. All right. So did anybody guess at home what this weird orange thing was? The hint is I was going to show it at the beginning, but then somebody just said something that reminded me of it. They said printer ink. Right. I think that was you, Shar. But yeah, it's just a cap on. I was just replacing my printer and my thing or my ink in my printer. I was like, this looks like a thing, but it's not. It's just
it's
Well,
just an ink cap.
Bob D's guess is black licorice holder.
everything is a black licorice holder, including this.
Yes.
Anyway, Nami's like, all right, I'm out of here. Gross. That's it for everybody. You can find me online at Ryan TG Husk. That's twitter.com at Ryan TG Husk, or just virtual TrekCon, Falling Tower, or the Seventh Rule on your favorite social media, or right here, especially on YouTube. Let's get out of here. Thanks, Chuck, Linda, John. Yes, Jenny.
Matt Boardman wants to know, will Nami be going to STLV?
She is planning to, yes.
Yes.
I might be going too.
Maybe.
Yeah. I heard it's gonna be fun, you know.
We'll see. Yeah, it's
it's
usually that. It's a very fun thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll see everybody out there at STLV. That's Trek to Vegas, Creation Entertainment. It's going to be a ton of fun. Very excited that we're finding out Nami's planning on going. That's going to be really cool.
Yes. Amazing.
Thank you, Chuck A, Glenn, Mark, Athena, Bob, John, Puka, Matt, the Matt, that is. Dave, Linda, Rose Kirby out in the UK. Boy, it is late for you. One Trek fan. And everybody, thanks for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. And hey, have a chill weekend. You've earned it. Except for War Dogheim.
What did you do?